Welcome everybody to the latest episode of Real Spill with Shyne. It's your boy Shyne checking in one more time. Glad y'all done came in and joined us today. I got my homeboy Gutta with me. Gutta, what's up, fam?
What's going on, fam, on this hump day?
Yeah, man, it's hump day, August 31st, man. We got a few stories to break down to the people that ain't being followed by the mainstream media. You know, we here to break down news stories today that might affect your world tomorrow. First news story up today, man. A man wrongfully convicted, released after 36 years down there in Louisiana, man. I can't even imagine. You try to have the utmost trust and respecting the procedures and everything for that. If you wrongfully accused of something, you want to feel like if you go through the motion and go through the system, it'll be figured out. But man, for it to take 36 years, man, it ain't enough money you can give me for me to have been locked up for 30. Man, I mean, let's go to the news story. Y'all. Y'all know how it gets sometimes. We're going to break this
in
down.
fact, law and order. So I believed in my mind at that time that, it was impossible for a man to be falsely accused and charged with something that they didn't do.
For more than 30 years, an innocent New Orleans man was held behind bars.
Just for the most part, man, us as black people, we believe that the system's supposed to figure out that we ain't do nothing. We trust that the system is not gonna lock us. Man, if you ever want to find somebody who believe that a nigga guilty, it'll be a nigga. We don't think that for the most part, we learning a lot more now. But for the most part, you would think if that nigga in prison, he did something to get put there. Just for the most part, that's what you would think. But man, it's coming out more and more and more because they used to find out that the person was not guilty and they'll do it real hush, let them out real quick. You know what I'm saying? But now, man, with social media and the prevalence of media being everywhere, now these stories is being put out there.
For a crime he didn't commit. Good evening. Thanks for
That is it, goddamn yeah, man.
Sharice Gibson. Sullivan Walter was just 17 years old when he was convicted and spent years at Angola.
Less than 24 hours after his release, Eleanor Trabone sat down with him to find
From
out
17 to
how he
53 years old, man.
In 1986, I was falsely accused and tried and convicted for a rape that I didn't commit.
Sullivan Walter was convicted of forcible rape. He was arrested 6 weeks after the crime, and his arrest was based on one composite drawing and a photo lineup. Police didn't once ask him for an alibi. At trial, he was found guilty based on witness testimony.
See, man, that'd be a problem with a lot of stuff, man. People, man, to a lot of folk, we do all look alike, man. And, for the most part, that's racist folks. But to a lot of them, we do all look alike, man. And, I can't imagine the pain this man mama went through. I can't imagine the pain all his 17-year-old baby. And man, once he got convicted, it was a time that mama probably believed that he did it.
Yeah.
It was a time that mama probably thought that her baby did it. You done put this family through so much trauma. Oh, it's irreversible trauma. 36 years, man. A Louisiana man has been exonerated after spending more than 36 years in jail for rape. Sullivan Walter, now 53 years old, did 36 years, 1 month, and 30 days incarcerated for a rape he did not commit. Walter was 17 years old when he was arrested but was prosecuted as an adult. This is the longest known wrongful incarceration of a juvenile in Louisiana history and the 5th longest in U.S. history. I shadow to thank the rest of the people that might be in there, man, especially those that got locked up in like them 80s and 90s. And, nowadays, it's still, man, it's so easy for you to be accused of some shit. I still take it to the Sean Watson, like this man has no criminal cases pending on him. But still he gonna lose money. Because somebody accused him. Now I don't know if he did it or he didn't. I don't know, but I do know the court of law
Right.
Said they find no way to charge him with anything. That's what the court of law said.
Exactly, 100%.
So if that's what they said, then how we still come back and take this man money? I ain't think it was right when they suspended Ben Roethlisberger, because Ben Roethlisberger didn't get no charges. You know, we know he did it, because we stayed him where it happened that, but he didn't get no charges, because things happened the way they happened. Whoever got paid. Things went the way they had to go. We don't even talk about it no more around these parts. You know, but I just think, man, it said according to court documents, a woman identified as LS was taking a shower when she saw a man in her house who was covering his lower face with a washcloth and wearing a backwards baseball cap. The man put a shirt over her face and walked her to an empty, unlit bedroom at knife point and raped her. The woman told police the man dropped his face covering several times during the crime, and she thought she would be able to identify him. She gave descriptions to investigators and worked with the police sketch artist to make a composite drawing. After about a month and a half after the rape, Walter was arrested for simple burglary, and when police thought he looked like the man LS described, a photo of Ray was presented to LS, and she identified him as the rapist. Walter was wearing a blue baseball cap in the photo, the same color hat the man who raped her was wearing. They did that on purpose. They did that on, because all she knew was a black dude in a blue hat. You can't tell me when you're going through a traumatic experience like that, you looking up in his face to get a description. You can't tell me you doing that. You probably got your eyes closed for the majority of the event. You probably got your eyes closed. You're crying. You're distraught. You're scared. You know, just being real. And oh my God, man. Oh my God. Like, you have to pray. That's why, you know, coming up in the church house, man, we used to always pray for those incarcerated, because you never know if they did it or not, man. A lot of them guys been railroaded in there, man. They're starting to come out a lot. And
I wonder, was he working on his case the whole time, or somebody just happened to come across it?
It looked like one of those organizations, the IPN. Oh, you know, they got a lot of organizations now. What's her name? Kanye old lady, Kim Kardashian. She got an organization where they looking in a lot of people old cases and everything and trying to get stuff overturned if they feel like the person really is innocent. You know, yeah, it's a lot of them organizations that came through now that's actually working on trying to get a lot of these innocent people out of prison. And thank God for them. First of all, thank God for all the volunteers, man, because a lot of this work be volunteer work, man. It's just work that's gonna make you feel good at the end of the day. Ain't no money coming out of that, you know. So you just have to thank God for people who like that, man, because, you know, it's my understanding that people should want to be in those positions for those reasons. I remember back in the day, a doctor wanted to be a doctor because he wanted to help people, not because he wanted to get rich.
Right.
A lawyer wanted to be a lawyer so they could help people, not so they can get rich. But nowadays, it's all about the mighty dollar. You see more doctors and lawyers going to prison than you ever have before, because they scamming more than the people that they working with. But, you know, we gonna leave this there. I want everybody to take this story. You know, just think about that the next time you see a situation where, you know, man, in today's time, you should be able to have concrete evidence. With all the cameras and everybody got a cell phone here and there, like you should and DNA, between all the scientific experts and all this kind of stuff we got, like we shouldn't be locking up innocent people.
Yeah, because he had a black guy with a hat on.
With the same color hat on.
Come on,
man. Now we're gonna move on to our next story. The next story that I'm working on today, Maher came out and said that he said that the media and different other entities like the FBI, who we was talking about yesterday, like a lot of them did a lot of underhanded tactics in order to get Trump out of office. Now, if we okay with this stuff, then why are we so upset with what Trump was doing? if he was doing the same thing, trying to get the best outcome for a situation, but he might not have used the tactics that you wanted him to use, then what's the difference in other people using backwards tactics to get him out the way? You know, it don't add up. Two wrongs don't make a right. That is not what we're trying to. That is not the image that we're trying to. America's supposed to be a good country, man. It's supposed to be the greatest country. But we over here doing stuff just like everybody else. You know, for the longest we've been impacting regimes in other countries and everything like that. But now it seems like we're impacting our own regimes too. And if we're doing it now, I can't help but to think we've been doing it, but the information just ain't been readily available.
Right.
Let's go over here to see what Bill had to say. Let me see if I can get this over here.
So he's saying it's okay to have a conspiracy to get rid of somebody as bad as Trump. It's a little bit of a thorny question because once you go down this road, this is sort of where we are in this country. The other side is so evil, anything is justified in preventing them.
I can't get jiggy with that.
Is it?
I can't get down with that.
No, you know what's not justified? Using armed violence to try to kill people in the Capitol.
You see, we're still trying to justify one wrong with another wrong.
Answer this question.
What is
was
the
it
question?
appropriate? The question is,
Was
it appropriate to bury the Hunter Biden?
You're talking about the press doing that?
He's saying that's what they did, and that is what they did. They buried the Hunter Biden story before the election because they were like, we can't risk having the election thrown to Trump. We'll tell them after the election.
And we know for a fact that that's what they did?
Of course.
Yes.
I'm saying you know for a fact that that's what they did. I don't know what they did.
I know, because you only watch MSNBC.
Man, no.
Well, you would know about this.
I done reported on it more than they have.
I do know about that, and I do watch Fox. But the point is, we're going to prove now that the press tried to.
They're admitting it.
Yeah.
The press is admitting it.
Yes, that's not even an issue anymore. They're saying, yes, we basically did this because we didn't want this to throw the election. Yes?
I don't know that they've all said this, and I believe strongly
Well, the New York
in the
Times
First
definitely
Amendment.
did.
My dad was a reporter. I believe in it, and I think you.
Just because your daddy did so big, make it out.
But I think Rob's
Man,
point
come on.
here is.
See, that's that middle class privilege, that upper class privilege. Just believe everything because everything done worked out for you. These motherfuckers, boy. Excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Come on, mess around and mess up my monetization. I ain't even got none yet. But I don't think they should. I'm not a proponent of that. I think the information need to be readily available, whether it favors no matter who it favors. Right. The information need to be made available and let the people decide.
Right.
Let the people decide, man. That's what it's supposed to be. I thought in America, if the news break the day before the election, I need to hear what happened. I don't need nobody watching over me to make sure that it's certain stuff. You think I can't handle the truth? That's what you think? You think I can't handle the truth? That's for me to decide. And the media's been playing too big a role in too much. The media play too big a role in sports. The media play too big a role in politics. The media's getting to where they think they more important than the people they covering. And they're not.
Right.
The media want to be the story instead of actually reporting the story. Stop doing that. That's not what it's set up to be. But again, when you got the media to where in this capitalist country, everything is for profit. Everybody's looking to make more money than they made last year. So if it's going to affect my bottom line, I'm not going to report it. If it's going to affect the things I want to do next year, I'm not going to report it because I'm in this thing to make money. Not to report the news, not to let the people know what's really going on. I'm here to make money. Now we're going to move on to the next story, man. We're going to keep it moving. I don't want to go too long with y'all. We're going to move to North Carolina, man. North Carolina lady is arrested and charged for murder and the death of her 2- and 3-year-old daughters. I'm gonna let y'all hear the news report from that real quick.
Case chief family described a little niece Battle as one that loves her kids. It appears she has a
But they always say that after they done knocked.
to support new moms in this online community. She's sharing tips about breastfeeding, medication for babies, also sleep patterns. The group started several years ago, and it appears it was last updated by her just 3 days ago.
All right, ma'am, good afternoon. Tell me your name, please.
A mother of 3 now facing the possibility of life behind bars or death in a case where police say she killed 2 of her children, 3-year-old Trinity Milbourne and 2-year-old Amari Milbourne.
Ms. Battle, you're here today charged with 2 counts of murder in the first degree.
According to Raleigh police, they received a call about 2 deceased girls just after 9:30 Saturday night at Duke Raleigh Hospital. Battle was arrested Sunday. Today, she appeared in a Wake County courtroom with her family watching it all unfold. They told Eyewitness News they're confused, shocked, and still trying to process.
This is from ABC 11, by the way.
Neighbors in her caring community described seeing Lanice and her children often. One neighbor said everyone seemed happy. An online community also paints the same picture, a group for new moms with questions about motherhood. In a post, it appears Battle described her own journey as a mom. She shared being a mom of 3 children, a son and 2 daughters. She also added that one of her children had a genetic disorder. I reached out to Raleigh police again. They tell me this is still an active investigation. Lanice Battle is expected back in court next month. In Raleigh, I'm Jimmy.
Man, like, you just can't explain that. You know, I can't begin to fathom. And you know, the postpartum, that stuff is real. Now, I don't wanna act like I'm overlooking that and dismissing that. But I mean, she was on her 3rd child right there, and I don't know how long ago she had that last baby, but she done killed the 2 and the 3-year-old. So that had to be the one that was born in 2020, the 2-year-old. It's to me, man, that ain't no excuse, man. Like, you can find, like, get away from them children, man. The children they can't defend themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, and for one, they depending on you above anything else, man. You they mom. Children ain't expecting they mom to do nothing to them like that, man. Like, you they mom. Like, oh man, like, send them to their daddy for the weekend. See, a lot of these mamas, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it, man. A lot of them be taking out their anger at the daddy on the children. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, let that man see his children sometime. You know, and that'll take away some of your stress. You know, he might not be able to give you no money all the time, cause you know, I know the situations out there all the time. He might not be able to give you no money all the time. He can give you some time. He can give you 2-3 days without them children. You know what I'm saying? Let his mama keep him sometime. Let to give yourself some time. Cause I'm telling you, these children is hard on you. First of all, especially when you're a single parent at home all the time with them and everything. Like, I know it get rough, but give yourself a break, man. Every job get a couple of days off a week. You know, just that you keep building up that stress and building up that stress and building up, and sooner or later, before you know it, pop, go to Weasel. You know, and man, we losing too many babies like this, man. And then we done lost the babies, we done lost you. You ain't gonna never be the same no more. That woman ain't gonna never be the same no more, man. And then she finna go to prison, and the women in there ain't gonna give a fuck about her, cause you done killed your children. Right. Like, oh man. We're gonna move on to our next story right now, cause like I say, I ain't trying to keep y'all too long today. I respect everybody's time. My next story I got coming up today, where we at? We're moving on to the great state of Ohio. Ohio. This dude here that attempted to kidnap this young lady out of her front yard. Luckily, that, you know, nowadays damn near everybody got the Ring cam. Most people got some kind of cameras at their house. You know, and it's good for keeping things like this from happening. Now, let me go ahead and slip over to the video, let y'all get that real quick, and be back to talk about it. Here go the video real quick. Hold on 1 second.
What to do when a man grabbed her in front of her Ohio home.
Her family's home surveillance camera caught the attempted abduction and her escape. Her family spoke to ABC News. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the video and reaction from the girl and her family.
With a piercing scream, doing what she was taught to do, 6-year-old Kennedy Nash just
boy, he better haul ass, boy. By the time I get out that door,
and her parents, speaking exclusively to ABC News.
This guy walked by and he touched me and he told me.
The Ohio family surveillance camera caught it all. You can see Kennedy just steps from her front door when a stranger suddenly grabs her and tries to walk away with her.
He wouldn't have let go of her if she wouldn't have pulled and screamed like she did.
The whole encounter lasting less than 10 seconds. As Kennedy pulled away and screamed, the man quickly letting go. Kennedy then running inside for help. Her dad, Ricky, jumping into his car, following the man while on the phone.
I chased him like he still had my kid. I definitely didn't want him to be able to go snatch another kid.
Police later arresting 33-year-old
he on that dope.
McPherson. He's in jail and charged with abduction and inappropriate grabbing. The Nashes say they talked with their 4 girls about how to fight off an attacker, never imagining they'd need to.
Y'all keep them kids safe out there, man. These some bitches out there it's a dangerous world we living in, man. It ain't the same world that we growed up in. Like, things have really turned around, and it's just sad, bro. Like, shit, but it better than me, man. Cause I'd have been out that car, dog. I'd have had to put my hands on.
First of all, my little girl won't been out to that road, just on track. Like, I ain't got no eye on them.
Yeah, I'm standing right there in the door. I'm standing right there in the door. Yeah, while she going to the trash can. My baby girl ain't taking out no fucking trash to the road, man. I'm taking the trash out, dog. Yeah, my baby girl ain't. I got plenty of baby girls. I got folks they head high right here, and they can't nail one on and say they done ever to the trash outside.
Even playing in the yard, I'm out there.
I'm out there. Oh, I got my cameras on them where I can see everything going on. I will.
Follow this guy.
Man, man, I'd have been up on the curb, dog. I'd have been up on the curb, man. Oh, man, but we hope y'all done had a good time today, man. We done had a good time kicking it with y'all. We gonna get ready to get up out of here. Man, let me see something. Let me get old boy up off of there. He don't even deserve to beat up right now. Well, man, we done had a good time, man. Gutta, you got something to say to the people, bro?
Yeah, y'all just enjoy y'all Wednesday, man.
Man, enjoy y'all hump day, man. Have a happy Wednesday, man. We love y'all. God bless y'all, man. And we are out.